Hey, what's up everyone, Nick here with my review for Flash Season 2 Episode 21 titled The Runaway Dinosaur. Now obviously this is the long-awaited episode directed by Kevin Smith, who obviously people know by Mallrats, Clerks, his upcoming film Yoga Hosers, and many other projects. Kevin Smith is a longtime comic book fan. He's written for different characters like Batman and Green Arrow for DC Comics. He's done quite a bit of other things actually. He has a pretty popular podcast called Fat Man on Batman. He does Smodcast stuff, so pretty all-around awesome guy, comic fan. And it's very interesting that they kind of reached out to him and had him direct this episode, because when you really think about it, this episode fits all of his sensibilities as a filmmaker and as a storyteller, because it's not really a flashy type of episode where there's just like a big villain fight and it's kind of like a freak of the week type of thing. This is more a personal episode. There's not a ton of Easter eggs or like wow moments or anything, but it really touches upon the fundamentals of Barry Allen in this universe and what it means to be a hero for him, and like why he's the perfect candidate to be the Flash. He is saving people, he's being selfless and everything, and the main story of this episode kind of portrayed that inner turmoil that he has, because this whole episode he's trapped within the Speed Force and he's seeing projections of his friends and family, and they're obviously being controlled by the Speed Force, but it's just like a projection so he can be more familiar with the person he's talking to, like give the Speed Force a face, I guess. And throughout the episode we just see Barry trying to come to terms with the fact that he has to overcome his own personal obstacles before he can get his speed powers back and return to Central City to save the day. Now the episode is named The Runaway Dinosaur because it's named after a popular children's book from Barry's childhood that he would read with his mom all the time, and there's a really touching scene where he reads it with the Speed Force, who's projected to be his mom, and they have this heart-to-heart moment, and in that instance Barry gets his speed back because he's able to overcome this personal thing that he's held all these years, because the Speed Force brings up the fact that he's never gone to visit his mother's grave, or he's never come to terms with the fact that she's gone. He's always beaten himself up over it, so it's kind of just more of him trying to overcome that obstacle. But yeah, overall this episode was pretty darn great, and I can't wait to see how they're going to wrap up these last two episodes, because it seems like now that Barry has his speed back, it's just going to be all-out war, all-out chaos these last couple episodes too, and there's going to be a ton of reveals and Easter eggs and stuff that's going to set up for season 3. But as for the other subplot stuff, like Easter egg stuff that happened this episode, it seems that Wally and Jesse are going to develop their speed powers because they're just acting a bit different. Maybe the Speed Force is going to manifest itself within them and just kind of slowly develop. And also there was a really cool cameo by Jason Mewes, who is a longtime friend and contributor of Kevin Smith's work, Clerks, all that kind of stuff, Jay and Silent Bob, well-known friend of Kevin Smith, so he had to include him at some part of this episode. But overall, really great episode. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section below, and do you think that Wally and Jesse will get their powers by the end of the season, or will they just kind of hint at it and that might be a plot point for season 3? But anyways, post all your thoughts down in the comment section below, hit that subscribe button down there, like the video because it helps us out a lot. My name is Nick, and I will catch you guys next week.